Hey friends, it's Len here at 1A Auto. Today we're going to be working on our 1996 Dodge Ram 1500. I want to show you something fairly basic, removing and reinstalling a lock switch. Should be super easy. I can do it and you can do it too. As always, if you need any parts, you can check us out at 1aauto.com. Thanks. Okay, so we've got a couple Phillips head screws, one here and one here. We'll take those out. We've got our two screws. They're both the same. This right here can move around now. That's nice. Cool. All right, we've got another screw up here. Get that out of there. Looks the same as the other two. Nothing special. Set all three of those aside. Now this door panel, we're just going to feel around, make sure that there's no more screws. Sometimes you'll feel a couple coming along the bottom there. This does not feel like it has any, so we're doing all right. We have a couple plastic trim tools. The reason why we're using plastic is because we're going to be going up against the paint. And if you're worried about your paint, then of course you don't want to scratch it up with metal. Come right in here like this. Just going to go right along. Okay, lift this up. As you go, you're gonna just kind of jam it towards the forward position, or I guess towards the front of the vehicle. There we are. And that's just because on the back side of this, we've got all these little clips, and they go inside these hooky-doos. And these things, I don't know why Dodge did it, but they've got some so you need to slide straight up and down. You got some that you need to slide forward and back. Whatever, I'm sure they have their reasons. But anyway, we've got this almost off now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get the wiring off of the back here. So the next thing we're going to want to do is disconnect this right here. There's a little tab. You can usually grab it with your thumb if you can't. Small pocket screwdriver. Just grab it, pull it away, give this top area a little wiggle. Should want to slide right out. Awesome. So right here, there's a little tab. You can use your thumb if you want. Try to push it, just be careful for a pinch. I'm gonna use this. I'm just gonna push right here. That lets this come up. Now if we come this side, we can lift right up on this. Awesome. I'm just gonna go right like this, see if I can get it to go down and through. This is great. Now we can get our door panel right out of the way and keep on plugging away. Okay, so now to take out the switch from inside this right here, there's going to be a tab right along this that looks exactly like this, except black. There's going to be one on the other side. It's the same exact thing, just like this. So you're just going to essentially go like this, pry it a little bit so it comes off a little hooky tab, and then you're going to pull it off. Put it in there, see if I can get it. There we are. Sometimes if you get just one, here we are. Okay. There's our lock switch. Just gonna take this, go right in like that. Try to lift up on that tab. Try not to break it. They're very easy to break. Awesome. So here's our switch. Get your little tabs. There it is. Easy peasy. So now we're just going to plug it in. You've got a little tab right here, and that goes right up here. Just in case you were worried, maybe you spun it around, you're looking at it, you're doing whatever you're doing, making an intro, and you know, you try to put it in upside down. It's not going to go that way, okay? It's kind of foolproof. We're just going to put this right in, and you're going to see the lock tab lock in. There it is. It's audible. Give it a little squeeze. This side looks good. Awesome. Let's continue. We're just going to take this, slide it right in here. There we are. All right. So it's going to be time to get the door panel on here. Before we go ahead and do that, we're going to take out all these push pins. All right. And we're going to put them right into the door panel, and then we'll put the door panel in, and the push pins will hold it to the door. To do that, you're going to use something as simple as this. It's a little forky tool. Just like that. Give it a little twist. Whatever you got to do to get these puppies to pull out. They make them nice and long for you. That's what they look like. They got like a little ear there, and that's where it's going to slide over the door panel. And then these little ears right here are what hold into this hole. We'll take all these out and we can continue. So these little tabs, the push pins, got that area right there that I showed you before. It just slides right in, okay? Bonk. There we are. Do the same for all of them, and then we can continue. Okay, friends, let's get this door panel on. I'm going to take the electrical connector, or the electrical harness here. Try to bring it up and through this. It can be a little tricky sometimes. Try to get out of the way. Just give it a, there it is. Just have to be a little forceful with it sometimes. That's okay. We've got our electrical connector right here for our mirror switch. We're going to plug that in. You can tell which way it goes because it has this little nub right here, and that lines up with the nub in there. Slide it in, give it a tug. Oh, don't pull the whole thing right off the door though. Put that back on there. Cool. All right, let's bring this up. What we're going to pay attention to now is the door handle. I'm just going to try to pull the door handle through its hole. Slide this over. Awesome. We've got our lock. Just take the lock, just bring it right through the hole. Awesome. Bring the door panel down. Get it so all of our little push pin / pitons are going to be lined up with our holes. Once you get a couple of them started in, generally speaking, all the rest will be lined up. The hardest ones for me to see are the top ones. But it is important to get them lined up. Awesome. Down along our side here. Same thing along this side. Just line up as many of them as you can before you start bonking them in. One in the center here that is lined up but not going in. There it is. Oh yeah. Awesome. You just want to make sure that your door lock can flow up and down easily. If it can't, this could be wedged a little bit. Maybe the bar got bent in some of the process that you were doing. If that's the case, well, you're just gonna have to pop this back out of the way and see what you can do about bending it, because you want this to make sure that it can go up and down. That looks really great. I would say we can continue. So now we're gonna take our long screw and we're gonna go right up in here. Just try to find the hole real quick and then we'll get out of the way. There it is. Okay. We don't need it to be too tight. We don't want to break the plastic or anything. We just need it to pull this right up against. That looks pretty great. We can move along. Grab our switch here. It's just going to slide in. Let's take a look at it. Goes in the back side first, and then the front side. Bonk, bonk. Very nice. We're going to grab our little cup with our 2 mounting screws. Put it facing the right way. You got your holes. You can see where it goes right down into the door. Phillips head. Start Start that one in. Yeah. Start this one in. Okay, we're just gonna bring it all the way down. That's snug. Awesome.
Thanks for watching. Visit 1aauto.com, your place for DIY auto repairs, for great parts, great service, and more content.